and welcome back to the Blue Screen Actor. My name is Heidi, and I'm here to help. So, today, what I wanted to continue on was what we were talking about in the last episode, which was where do we look for work? Another site that I love using, and it's pretty much for non union work for the most part. Sometimes I see the odd union thing placed there, but mainly it's non union. And what I love about this site is because you don't have to have an agent to use it. You are paid once you get a job, and you complete the job, you're paid through the site. So there's none of this handling of funds or anything like that. They pay the site and you get your funds that way. And it just gives you the ability to work anywhere because they list jobs from around the world for everything from acting to modeling to singing to theater work. It's if you are looking for something in this industry, it is there. However, what I do suggest, and this is what I do when I get approached from somebody on Backstage, is I will go to their LinkedIn. I will double check. I do a Google search of the names just to ensure that the person that has approached you is affiliated with the company, that they are in the role that they say they are, in that capacity, and that there's a history there. Because the thing is, being online, even though I don't know, you kind of want to believe everyone has their best interest, and most people do, but you don't want to be in a position where you are scammed or you're giving information or you do something and all of a sudden you don't get that payment or that company doesn't really exist and they're just fishing for info. Um, the other thing that I do like about Backstage is that it's very easy to set up your profiles as either an actress. You can put out videos, you can put out multiple pictures, all kinds of things, so that you can then select what you want to put through when you are submitting to something. Yeah, so they make it super simple. The other thing that I like about Backstage is if you want to get into voiceover work or anything like that, it's very simple to set up those profiles as well. And they literally tell you what they're looking for in terms of voice samples. So you can then go in there, you can just upload your samples. You do want to make sure they're high quality because you have to remember the person listening on the other end is used to hearing people who have home studios. So if you don't have a home studio and you want to record your voice, a really good option is to record in a closet. I know it sounds weird, but you have all of your clothes around you, which absorb the additional sound, it dampens the noise, and it just makes you sound a whole lot better. And be sure to use a microphone. I've got one tucked in. I'm not going to say where, but you want to do that, and then also denoise when you do edit your videos, so you can take out all that filtery stuff that happens in the background. It will quiet all that down as well to make you sound that much better. But again, go to Backstage, set up your profiles, see how you do, but also do your due diligence when you do get those callbacks and requests for doing work. Because again, it's another avenue, but it's a great way to start.